We on, bro.
All right.
We on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. I'm so hungry.
We here. We're not queer. I'm black. He got snacks.
I do got snacks.
So do I.
Snapping into this fake ass Slim Jim.
I got the snacks.
I hate you so much.
I got the snacks.
I fucking hate you so much.
Eat your protein stick.
I'm eating my protein stick.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Geeks That Lift, where we bring you everything from comic books, horror, and of course, the Geekverse. I am one of your hosts, Mark the Freakin' Reekin' Williams, joined by...
Cocoa Nut. Cocoa Nut, guys. And how do you spell Cocoa Nut? Let me tell you real quick, so in that way I can partake of my beef jerky. It's capital K, lowercase o, capital K, lowercase o, hyphen, capital K, lowercase n, lowercase u, capital T. I was going to say for beef jerky, but there's no T in beef jerky. Exclamation point. Cocoa Nut. What's going on, guys? How we doing? How was your week? Our week was good. Our week was big. Our week was awesome.
Our week was warm.
Our week was hot as fuck. I'm sweating right now. I'm back to sweating in the studio.
Yes.
This is some fucking horse shit.
Hey.
Like I can't even like eat because chewing
It makes you sweat.
generates heat. It makes me sweat. It's bullshit. But we had a decent amount of news for the week, so we're gonna roll right into it. All right. So Bruce Campbell has confirmed that the new Evil Dead movie, Evil Dead Rise, is gonna start filming this year.
Ooh.
Yes.
No, he's not.
Nope, no Ash. I got it on here. So he's not going to be in it at all. He's already retired from the role of Ash. He said he doesn't want to do it anymore. He's done once Ash versus Evil Dead got canceled. He was like, "That's it. I'm done with it. I'm not doing Ash anymore." And when people ask him why don't you want to do it? And I mean, I get it. He said he's getting up there in age. He's getting older. You know, the role of Ash is very physically demanding. So you got to do a lot of stunts, a lot of bullshit. And plus you got to hold that fucking chainsaw in his fucking hand. So he said he just can't do it anymore. He's just done with it. So I'm like, all right. So I guess it's going to be filming over in New Zealand, where in New Zealand, I guess he's got 0 cases of corona.
What the
or
fuck?
COVID.
Really?
Yeah. I guess they got fucking, they hit that, they flattened that fucking curve and they decimated that curve
Jesus.
like months ago. So we good.
I don't know what they doing over there.
Yeah. Now, second bit of news, I'll just let you handle that.
All right, have that in mind.
Since it's wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. The first inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame 2021. I don't know how I feel about it though, because I don't think she really did.
Come on, man.
Well, it's Molly Holly.
Yes.
She's for women, yes, but like, you know what the thing is? This is what my biggest gripe is. I think China had more of an influence in wrestling, and look how long it took her to get in.
Well, the only thing that kept her from going in was that she started doing porn afterwards.
Yeah, true.
And, became a degenerate and a druggie and an alcoholic.
Well, she was part of DX.
And she died. So
her dying kind of...
I mean, it's her dying. She should have been like, all right. Like the moment, like I feel like, even though, I mean, no, she should have been inducted before she passed.
Yeah.
But I immediately after she passed, I feel she should have been inducted. Now, I kind of understand that, now they're PG. Now they're catering to kids.
Yep.
And obviously you cater to the kids. Then when they become adults, they'll still watch the program and buy the merch and all that. And then it's just a vicious cycle. And they bring their kids and all that other stuff. I get it. And I whatever. It doesn't take much at all to pull up China and then see her getting banged by a bunch of fucking wrestler lookalikes in the ring, but it sucks because did she make some bad choices? Yeah. But did she have a choice? Did she have any other options though? Because remember, when she was done with WWE and all that, she posed for Playboy while she was still in WWE.
Yes.
This is when they were still doing their Attitude Era stuff and everything. And, after that, there weren't any federations or anything that she could have jumped to, like an Impact or an AEW or something like that. So
it wasn't until
her options are very limited.
It wasn't until further down the line that she tried to come back to wrestling when she went to TNA. But by then, she hadn't been in the ring for a while. you could tell she was just out of shape and
crazy rust.
Oh my God.
She was rusty everywhere.
Oh,
especially in that vagina.
Wow.
Maybe not. There was no rust in that.
No, the rust.
It just kept getting used.
No, from the waist down, there was no rust.
I like China too, and I'm talking shit about a dead girl and her non-rusty vagina. Damn.
Somebody's going to be offended by this.
Somebody's going to be offended, but that's okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know what? I like Molly Holly. I like the whole thing. I like when she was on her own doing the thing with the blonde hair. I like when she was with
Molly's a bimbo.
Wait, what?
When Molly's a bimbo?
When Molly was a bimbo. I also like, actually, no, she was like the non-bimbo of the divas when they were still being referred to as divas. Yeah, but she had like the one piece and all that. Then she had the blonde hair with the curls. Wasn't she with, wasn't she with like Crash Holly for a little bit?
She was with Crash Holly for a bit. Then
she was with the Hurricane.
Then the Hurricane.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I like Molly Holly.
She started off with Macho Man. She was Miss Madness.
That's right.
In WCW.
Yeah.
She never really wrestled. She just came out in the blue dress with the sass and said Miss Madness.
But even her, like, she was a great wrestler too. Like
she was.
She was very technical. She knew her shit.
Yeah.
She wasn't one of like the models that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, she was an actual like real wrestler and entertainer. So I'm for it. I'm down with it.
You down for it?
Yes, I am down for it. Anything?
One of the news that I was able to fucking remember that I had on here was AEW got a new WWE superstar, former WWE superstar.
Oh yeah.
Now Paul White had teased that there was going to be a wrestler, a Hall of Fame worthy superstar who was going to be joining AEW. Speculation ran rapid of who it was going to be. People were like, oh, it's Kurt Angle. No, because Kurt Angle's already in the Hall of Fame. He said Hall of Fame worthy. Brock Lesnar. No, it won't be Brock Lesnar. Okay. So it turned out that it was a person who I thought it would be. It was Christian Cage.
Oh, yeah.
Showed up. Now, here's my biggest thing with this. Wrestling fans sometimes have the shortest memory ever.
Sure.
Because people were like, oh, him, like he's not a main event guy. WWE made him a main event guy. Correction. TNA made him a main event guy.
You're right.
When he was with WWE, WWF, then WWE, he was a main eventer when he was with Edge.
Yes.
In the tag team division. When he went single, he was mostly a jobber. They paired him with Jericho and things like that. He really didn't get that high in the card. He had some matches, some main events, but not consistently.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes to TNA, starts wrestling over there, wins the NWA title, main eventing pay-per-view after pay-per-view, pay-per-view after pay-per-view, show after show. That's when he came back to WWE and they're like, oh, he can main event pay-per-views. Mm-hmm. And that's when you saw the rise of Christian when he was like world champion and constantly, like main eventing pay-per-views and stuff. So
doing the peep show.
But again, it's like people forget, like most wrestlers have to leave WWE to show their worth, then come back.
That makes sense.
You know, it was Bobby Lashley.
I was just about to say that. Bobby Lashley.
He was there.
He was underused. I mean, not really underused. And then he main event WrestleMania where they shave Vince McMahon's head.
Yes. Yeah. They tried to push him, but like I said, a lot of people hated it because it was like Vince McMahon's pet project because he was so big. Mm-hmm. But his problem then was that he couldn't cut a promo. He couldn't talk.
He has a personality of a wet mop.
Yeah, he just couldn't cut a promo at all.
Big dude.
And then
fucking great physique.
Oh yeah, then they put him in a feud with the one person, like I said, that they almost killed Roman Reigns, John Cena.
Yep.
And John Cena's awesome on the mic. Everybody knows that. He can cut a promo with his eyes closed, just fucking come up with at the spur of the moment with shit. So that showed his vulnerability there. And that's when they kind of squashed the push. Mm-hmm. He goes over to Impact. Well, first he tries MMA.
Yes.
Then he goes to Impact. Blows up over there.
Yep.
Comes back. Flounders a little bit. Now he's a champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, okay. So again, you have to leave. And that's why a lot of these guys are now starting to look at AEW like, okay. It's kind of back when, like I said, like Chris Jericho said in an interview, you can always go somewhere else that you feel you'll be treated better, at least monetarily, if anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So even if you get in the same TV time that you were in WWE, but you're probably making more money here. That's why a lot of people are jumping. Mm-hmm. I mean, you had what was the name of the tag team that they're over there now? Shit. They were the NXT champions. I forgot their name in WWE. They're now with Tully Blanchard in AEW.
In AEW.
Yeah.
It wasn't the two fucking devil worshiper guys.
No, the Revival.
Oh, Revival. Yeah.
Revival.
Yeah.
Again, they went to AEW.
Aren't they like FTW or
FT something?
FT something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they wanted their fucking release like crazy.
Oh yeah.
They wanted it out.
Well, once
and they hit fucking WWE, which is supposed to be like the top.
Yeah.
Of the top. Like everybody, you want to go to WWE. You want to make it to WWE. Then you want to make it to be champion. Then you want to headline WrestleMania like that. That's a career trajectory you want to take.
Exactly.
You know, and yeah, some people are like, nah, it ain't all it's cracked up. It ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah,
I'm going over here.
Because again, they see the glitz and glamour, but when they get there, again, and I can go like, you know, I've talked about before, example, you know, Taz, Ricochet now, these guys who are awesome on the indie scene, like Taz was ECW, got buried in WWE. Ricochet now, what is he doing? I mean, you see his matches with Will Ospreay. Those fucking matches are ridiculous.
Yeah.
In New Japan and Ring of Honor and stuff like that. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. So
FTR is their name.
FTR. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Joe.
There
We're better now? Perfect. Thank you, Luis. Luis Martinez. One of my boys from high school.
Luis Martin, I feel guilty now.
He is. Don't feel guilty, my man. Now people can hear us better, and you can hear us better. Recording artist, producer.
Ooh.
Yes. I don't know where he lives. Where do you live, man? Do you live in Florida? Do you live in Miami? Where all the
Miami?
Where all the Hispanic musical people live? But he's got a lot of stuff out. If you go on his Facebook and his Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of stuff. So, yeah, he's coming on up.
Moving on up.
Where I hope to be one day. All right. So, how do we get back into it?
Next piece of news.
Yes.
We just jump right back in, bitches.
We're jumping. We're jumping.
Say it.
Feeling froggy? Jump.
No fence around my ass, bitches.
So next piece of news. So George St. Pierre.
Yes.
And I have a comment about that in a minute. George St. Pierre and people like George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre says that the Falcon and Winter Soldier theories could be bigger, even bigger than the WandaVision theories that were going on. I don't know. I don't know if he's just saying that just because WandaVision got so big. I don't even think the director or the writers realized how big the theories and the rumors, and the bullshit would go every episode for WandaVision. So I don't know. I don't know. That's all I can say. I mean, I know we're going to have Baron Zemo. We're going to have Falcon. We're going to have Winter Soldier. We're going to have U.S. Agent.
Yes.
Wyatt Russell is going to be playing U.S. Agent. And we're going to be seeing other things too. And by the end of it, we're going to have a definitive Captain America. So, I mean, what else is there to, like, you know, there's no rumors going out. There's no rumors going around that, that a big like Marvel star or Marvel character is going to show up and cameo.
Other than War Machine.
Yeah, War Machine.
That came out like a couple months ago.
Yeah, but
that's it.
But
there's not really much you can. I mean, it's not like you're going to see Chris Evans come back. Like that's not happening.
That's not happening.
You're not going to see Robert Downey Jr. come back. That's not happening
either.
So it's like,
so yeah,
this show is pretty much cut and dry, guys.
Yeah,
like I do know that there's rumors that there's supposed to be a story within the story about the new super soldier serum.
Okay,
like an updated version what Captain America took. It's supposed to be in the storyline somewhere.
Okay,
which I'm assuming what they give to U.S. Agent. So
possibly, yeah.
But again, it's like that's pretty much it. That's all you can really do with this specific storyline.
Yeah.
Like WandaVision, because it had to do with the multiverse and dimensional shit, there's so much more shit.
Yeah.
That, because again, you have people, astrophysics and stuff, so you believe that Reed Richards could show up and all that stuff like that. You believe that mutants could come in from the House of M storyline. Like a lot of shit you believe that really
and
isn't
this is a little more cut and dry. Caucasian vision may pop in. I don't know.
There's his name has not popped up on any future Marvel movies.
Well, no, but that's because they kept it a surprise.
So we don't know when we're going to see White Vision again. I'll say white, not Caucasian.
You could say white.
That's right, because white is right.
Because if he was black vision, I'd call him black vision. Not African American vision.
Call him blackity black.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. But yeah, okay. So this is fuck, man. It always goes into so George St. Pierre
Yes.
has a pretty thick accent.
A very strong Canadian accent.
Yeah, like French Canadian.
Yes.
Okay, because he speaks a lot of French.
Mm-hmm.
Et voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Ooh, ooh, ooh. But he's spoken English. Here's the thing. People, immigrants, or people from other countries who English is their second language,
Yes.
like me, yes, English was my second language, but who have like a thick accent.
Yeah.
Why is it that after years and years and years of living in the United States, or years and years and years of speaking English,
Mhm.
sometimes even speaking English more than your native language, why doesn't your fucking accent diminish? Like Wanda in WandaVision, where she had her Sokovian accent and it would just come and go. But yeah, I don't understand. Like George St. Pierre, Salma Hayek, Antonio Banderas. Like there's just a lot of people out there, like my mom. Like it just, Mom, you got to think accent.
My
like,
grandmother.
Yeah. Like I don't understand like what it is that why the accents don't go away and it's like thick.
You know what I think it is the one person I can use an example that I've always used an example is Mel Gibson. If you watch Mel Gibson's early career, his Australian accent is rough.
Yeah.
It is there, present.
Yes.
You know he's Australian.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But because he wanted to venture into other movies and other roles, he started taking the linguistic lessons and stuff like that to learn how to speak without the accent. So I think that diminished his accent.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
All right. Well, that makes sense.
So,
that makes a lot of sense.
Because then you learn how to pronounce certain words, because he's done roles where he had to play like an American or something like, he couldn't have the accent.
Like Lethal Weapon.
You know what I'm saying? Even though when he gets angry, you can still hear it.
Yeah.
Similar with, like I said, Andy Garcia. He's an actor. He did the same thing.
Yeah.
His accent comes out when he's angry. Like he's in a role and he starts yelling.
Yes.
You hear the Cuban accent.
Yes.
When he's speaking normal, you don't hear it at all.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, was it one of his first roles in Untouchables?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just something I just don't understand. Like,
trust me,
I don't understand. You've been here long enough. You're speaking the language, yet you still have that. Like I don't understand. Like, why your accent is still so thick.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an enigma. I mean, I didn't start learning English until like kindergarten, first grade. So before that, it was all Spanish.
Yeah.
And people tell me, and even you when you first heard me speak Spanish, you were like, "What the fuck?"
Because normally when you spoke Spanish, it was with me, and it was only a couple words, and we didn't want anybody else to know what we were talking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying even in the beginning, when you first heard me speak Spanish, you didn't know that I spoke Spanish.
No.
So, and people say that all the time. They're like, "You speak Spanish?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they hear me speak Spanish, they're like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "Where's your accent?" I'm like, "I don't have one."
Yeah.
And then on top of that too, and I don't know if it's just me or I don't know what it is, but people are always like, also, you're from New York? Yeah, you don't have an accent. Like at first, I remember when I came here, when I moved here and I went to Canisius, and I remember that people were like, "Oh, where are you from?" Getting to know you bullshit. I'm like, "Oh, from New York." "Oh, you don't have an accent." I'm like, "New Yorkers don't have a fucking accent." Like I was just like, I was angry. Like I was an angry New Yorker. And I was like, "New Yorkers don't have a fucking accent." And they were like, "Yeah, they do." I'm like, "No, they don't. You have an accent." And they're like, "Yeah, but you don't have one." I go, "Yeah, because we don't have accents."
The thing with New Yorkers, and it's funny because I do have to think about a lot of words before I say them, because I used to, especially when I first moved here, I would always get asked, "Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from?" Because again, especially if I go back to New York, like it all comes back. Like it all comes back to me because it's like I'm here, I'm around other people that pronounce shit the same. So when that happens to me, a coffee shop becomes a coffee shop.
Coffee shop.
When you go to the store, to the bodega, it's not a bottle of water, it's a bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes even it happens still when I go to talk about Diana or Jessica, I'll say my daughter.
Yeah.
You know, but those
Or when you want to talk.
or talk.
You want to talk to your daughter?
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
those are sometimes it's words, but accents are more Brooklyn, Long Island.
Yeah.
Long Island people, they have
Long Island's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
They make a good iced tea.
Potent. But yeah, they have a fucking annoying accent.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's bad. But yeah, that's just something. And this is something that's been bugging me like for years. And it's just, yeah. Where, you know, I see people and then they have like, you know, like also what the fuck is her name? I always forget her name from Modern Family.
Sofia
Vergara.
Vergara.
Same thing.
Hers is stronger than Selma Hayek's.
Holy fuck. Yeah.
She's one of the person, but I'd be like, just speak Spanish.
The other one too.
Let them subtitle that shit.
Penelope Cruz.
Yes.
Oh, she annoys me.
Well, Penelope Cruz is weird because she just, when she broke into movies, it was all independent Spanish movies.
No, I know.
And then when she transfers to English, she's like, I'm not going to learn that language. I'm only going to have like 5 or 6 lines anyway. So
That's
it's like,
crazy.
damn.
But it's like with Antonio Banderas. Antonio Banderas, his first English movie, because he was big from where he was from. And he did a lot of movies in Spanish, obviously. But his first movie was Mambo Kings.
Oh,
with Armando Sante.
Yes.
And it was funny because he actually did a good job speaking English. I guess he learned English on the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was just doing the lines and repeating the lines, had somebody tell him, you know, what the lines were in English and he would repeat them. And then that's how he would say his lines. He didn't, half the time he didn't know what the fuck he was saying.
Holy shit.
Yeah. He didn't start learning English till after Mambo Kings.
Damn.
Which is crazy. That is crazy. But even him, he's another one too, that, you know, his accent's still pretty thick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, stop it, man. You've been making movies since the 90s.
Bro.
Early 90s.
Like when Brittany and I watched The Expendables.
Yeah.
Like, oh, bro.
Yeah.
You're old as fuck, bro, and your accent is still that thick, man.
So thick.
Oh.
So thick. You would think that maybe that he's doing it like just for the movie purposes, but I don't know. I think in real life.
No, even in his interviews.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know. It's just funny.
It's a Hispanic thing.
That's just one of the things I'm always thinking about. Is the fucking when I see somebody with a thick accent speaking English, I'm like, how long have you been here? How long have you spoken English for? Get rid of that fucking accent.
Oh my God.
So, getting out of accents. Speaking of Expendables, and Sylvester Stallone, we talked about a few episodes back about Creed 3.
Yes.
That's going to get directed by Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
So he's directing the third installment in the Creed series. Which
that was my other piece of news that I remembered to write down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's obviously going to direct. They have a release date. I guess we're going to be seeing Creed 3 Thanksgiving 2022.
Yes. Thanksgiving 2022.
So Thanksgiving next year.
Next year.
I'm down for it.
Bro, I like both Creed movies, man.
I like both. Listen, man, it's all part of the Rocky saga. So it's all interconnected. I'm down for it.
Yo,
I am down for it. And I'm not gonna lie though, I never hated Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I liked him. I've liked him since Chronicle.
Okay.
But
not even The Wire? Young Michael B. Jordan?
Dude, I didn't realize that Michael B. Jordan was in The Wire until later. Way later. When I watched a random episode, I was like, is that Michael B. Jordan? I recognize those lips. He got some big ass lips. But yeah. And it's just it's weird. Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, he's all right. But I don't know. Now his fucking, I can't even say that his star is rising. I think he's up there now. I think he's considered like an A-list actor.
Oh yeah.
Like an A-list. Now that he's directing fucking Creed.
And the funny thing is, a lot of people would say that it was the Creed movies or Black Panther. Believe it or not, the movie that kind of upped his stock in Hollywood was that independent film he did about the kid who got killed in the train station.
Fucking Fruitvale Station.
That, because it was based on a true story.
Yeah.
That movie, when he did that movie, that upped his stock in Hollywood.
I fucking hated that movie.
Really?
I fucking hated that movie. Like, I watched it and I was like, come on. Like, all right, the situation that happened was fucked up.
Yes.
Okay. What happened? He got shot by a cop or something.
Yes.
And he was fucking handcuffed and whatever. That was the whole situation. But the fact that they made a whole movie out of that one situation, he was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
He what like man, why'd you have to bring that movie up? Like that movie, it's not like it glorified it, but it gave him like the benefit of the doubt. Like he was a good guy and he was, come on, man, you're a drug dealer. I mean, what happened to you was fucked up. Yeah. You know, you got shot when you had your hands back, you know, handcuffed, whatever. But I was so angry with that movie. I was so angry. I was like, there's no way that this guy was that good of a guy. but yeah, I understand that where you're coming from, where, yeah, I think that was the movie that was a movie that started launching him.
Yep.
Because he starred in that movie. I think wasn't that a Ryan Coogler movie?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And then from there, it's like when Hollywood was like, who is this kid?
Yeah.
Because it was a departure from The Wire. And I think it done other little bit parts in other movies or something like that, maybe. But like that movie was like, oh, wait, okay. Yeah. And then, you know, that's when you started seeing the rise of Michael B. Jordan.
Like, and then Fantastic Four
happened. Yep.
And then Creed, and then just boom. And then Black Panther, and then that's it. It's over. So
those movies, I think the Creed movies and Black Panther just solidified.
Yeah.
Like you say, that's what actually made him the A-list star that he is today.
And it's funny too, because he went from being like a scrawny kid. If you see him how he was in Fruitvale Station Chronicle, he's a little scrawny black kid. And jacked as fuck. Yeah. Jacked as fuck. There's a movie that's coming out, I think, on Amazon Prime with him in it.
Yeah, I want to see something. He's a CIA agent or something?
Like that. Yeah. I think it's called like Without Remorse or something like Remorse.
That, yeah.
But he looks badass in that shit. Yeah. And I think that's why I was like, like I saw the preview. Like I think a few years back, if I would have seen that preview with him and I was like, nah, no thank you. But now I'm like,
I'll check it out.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Amazon Prime, Coming to America dropped.
I won't watch it.
You won't watch it? You know,
I won't watch, and people will make fun of me for this. There's one reason and one actor why I won't watch that movie.
One reason and one actor.
Yep.
Oh, Tracy Morgan.
100%.
Tracy Morgan.
I am not a fan of Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan's awful.
I have not watched anything. I tried watching that movie they did with Bruce Willis. When
Cop Out?
Yeah, when everything was about Tracy Morgan.
That was a terrible movie.
Horrible. I didn't get through the whole fucking movie.
Yeah. It had Sean William Scott in it too.
Yeah. I'm like, this is not funny.
Yeah, no, it wasn't funny. And that's funny. That's Kevin Smith's one of his worst movies. Oh. That was one of the only movies that he directed that he didn't write. Yeah. And he still talks shit to this day about what a horrible person Bruce Willis is to work with.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. If you watch some of his like podcasts and stuff, he was like, oh, God, he was horrible. He was terrible. Yeah. And the movie wasn't funny. And I think most of the reason is because it's fucking Tracy Morgan.
I can't stand him.
I can't stand Tracy. I didn't stand Tracy. I couldn't stand Tracy Morgan when he popped up on Martin. When he was that dude that used to pop up to sell shit, random shit. Yep. Yeah. No.
He's got that show OG Original Gangster, some shit like that. I don't watch it. Yeah. Like, bro, like your claim to fame is you got hit by a Walmart truck.
He did get hit. Did he lose his leg? He lost a leg, right? I swear he lost a leg. He got hit.
He almost died.
Was it? Yeah. Wasn't he like in the bus and then the fucking Walmart truck hit the bus and then he got fucked up and then I thought he lost a leg.
I don't think
because I'm not gonna lie, because every time I see him, like ever since he came back from the accident, I'm like, let me see if he's limping.
No, I
don't know.
I don't think he lost a leg, but he did almost die. He was like on death, like near death. But
no shit.
Yeah. Right. But he milked that shit for everything he could. I'm like, bro.
He did. He's a one-trick pony. He does the same shtick for everything, and he does it again in Coming to America. But, I'm not going to lie. I watched Coming to America twice. Right. Yeah. The first time I watched it, 20 minutes in, I was like, there was a nostalgia factor, and I was like, oh shit, this person popped. Oh. And then after a while, I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? And I'm like, I didn't dig it. And I didn't dig it so much that I didn't even finish watching it.
Coming to America 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I watched it again 2 days later. Yeah. Like in the morning before I had to go to work and stuff. And I don't know why. I think once I took away my expectations for the movie, like, cause I was expecting, just like the original, it would be raunchy and as funny as it wasn't. Yeah. But I appreciate it for what it was. It was Eddie Murphy's love letter to the fans of the original, because I swear to God, they got almost everybody from the original movie in this one. And just seeing them like 30 years later, mind you, they rehash a lot of the same fucking jokes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
A lot of the same jokes. over and over again.
First of all, my thing is I'm going to call bullshit because the barbershop guys were old and coming to America, and you expect me to believe that motherfuckers are still alive today. Stop lying.
Especially the old Jewish guy.
Yeah, come on, stop lying.
What is that, velvet? Yeah, I mean, there's even that. They even rehashed that joke.
Oh God,
in it. Like they rehashed everything in it. But I kind of dug it. They even threw a fucking Randolph and Winthrop fucking cameo in there.
Again?
The two old guys from Trading Places.
Yeah,
there's a cameo in there. Like it was pretty cool. Like just seeing the fucking princess from the beginning of the movie. Arf, arf,
yeah,
woof, woof. She's in it. The fucking rapping twins from the nightclub scene. They're in it. Like it's like they pulled almost everybody. From what I heard, the only one that didn't come back for the movie was Eric LaSalle. So
yes,
the guy, the head Soul Glow guy. Yeah, I guess he turned down the fucking part. He was like, no, I'm good. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know why.
Yeah,
but, you know what?
He's still working on that ER check?
Probably getting that Logan residual money because he played the farmer in Logan. Yeah. It was, after watching it the second time and just taking a look back, I already knew what to expect. And I was like, it was enjoyable. Like it wasn't laugh out loud funny. It wasn't, the royal penis is clean. That shit, like jokes like that are gone. Like, what was it? The one scene where he's in the original one where he's in the street and he's singing.
Yes.
And they're like, fuck you. He's like, yes, fuck you too. They don't do jokes like that. They kept it pretty PG, but for what it was cool. It was cool.
See, my biggest thing is, like I said, I'm not a fan of Tracy Morgan.
Yeah,
I've said that.
No, he was
multiple
bad.
times.
He was bad. Leslie Jones was good though.
I'm not a fan of her as well.
No shit.
And my biggest, and this is probably going to go off the rails from what we're talking about, but my biggest gripe is when people, now, we grew up in a time of comedy when it was at its peak. Mm-hmm. We had so many different comedians that were funny, whether it was offensive, you wanted political. Yeah. It didn't matter. You had your pick.
Yeah.
We had George Collins. We had Eddie Murphy. We had Richard Pryor. We had them all.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
All of them. So that's what I grew up with.
Yeah. Dennis Miller.
Andrew
Dice Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So when I see Leslie Jones, I'm like, she is a female version of Will Ferrell to me. Your comedy is a character of what stereotypical Black woman should be. Loud, obnoxious. I can't get behind that because I don't find it funny. To me, I just don't find it funny.
I get it.
Her role in Ghostbusters was cool because it's kind of a departure from that a little bit.
It was a little bit, yeah.
But on Saturday Night Live.
She was still in New York. She was still a New Yorker.
Yeah, in Saturday Night Live and other things she's done, it's like, I can't get behind this. It's like,
interesting.
I don't find it funny. I'm sorry, I don't find it funny. You're loud or you're obnoxious, and that's what you are in almost everything you do.
You know who I feel? You know who I have that feeling for?
Who?
Maya Rudolph.
Really?
Oh,
damn.
Oh, I hate that bitch. I hate her so much. Like, Maya Rudolph reminds me of every girl that I grew up with through grade school, high school.
Wow.
That, these fucking bitches that think they're funny and they're like, and they do their impressions and shit. And I'm like, you're not funny. Yeah. And then I see her and I'm like, you're not funny. Like, you're not funny. Like, kudos to her that she made that shit into a fucking career.
Yeah.
And she was on Saturday Night Live and she, she's not attractive. Like, it's just like, I don't get her allure. It just doesn't, she just does not do it for me. Like, whenever I see her, I'm like, ugh. Yeah. If ever I see her like in a movie, like with Tina Fey or Amy Poehler or any movie.
Yeah.
And that has like a Saturday Night Live alum in it or anything, because she fucking wiggles her way in there and somehow they fucking cast her in bit parts and big parts, whatever. And I'm like, ugh.
Even now,
Bridesmaids.
The biggest thing that gets me is if you on Saturday Night Live, you've got to be funny. No. Like, maybe because we grew up with the original cast and the people that were in there. Like, for me, the Bill Murrays, the John Belushis, the Dan Aykroyds, the Chevy Chases, the Steve Martins, those were the guys that I watched that I found funny. Like, I remember listening to the fucking albums of Steve Martin, not even watching, listening and cracking the fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I watch,
your age.
I know, bro, I know. When I'm watching Saturday Night Live now, which I don't watch, but times that I have, I'm like, I don't find it as funny.
A lot of the skits do fall flat.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
but you get every once in a while, you get that gold skit.
You will
that fucking just has you fucking cracking up, or they have like that running joke skit that they do like every other episode or every 2 episodes, every 3 episodes. But you know, I've always loved Weekend Update. Weekend Update has always been like my favorite.
Really,
from the 80s to today.
Okay.
Like I don't watch Saturday Night Live that much now. But when I do, I still appreciate Weekend Update. Yeah. How did we get on all this? Oh, Coming to America.
I was talking about
Coming to America. Yeah. So Coming to America, I'll give it a thumb sideways. You know,
it's that indecisiveness.
It's that right there. Like I said, I hated it when I first saw it. Then I watched it again. And I'm like, okay, like for what it was, I'm like, all right, it's good enough to give it a look see once.
Now, is Tracy Morgan predominantly in the movie a lot? Because I don't know if I can even try to sit down and watch it if he's in like. That's my thing. I can't stand his voice. I can't stand.
Well, you know the plot of the movie is Prince Akeem ends up finding out that he had a son in New York. He in Queens. He has 3 daughters, so he needs to find an heir to the throne. So he goes back to Queens, finds his son, brings him to Africa, to Zamunda, and tries to groom him to be the next prince. Tracy Morgan plays the kid's uncle, and Leslie Jones's brother. Yeah. So he's there for a good amount of the movie. So I don't know.
I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll try to sit through it, man. But
you know, I thought it was just cool, just seeing all the jokes and seeing all the characters, like literally pretty much 98% of the characters from the first movie in this one. It was awesome. Like even a couple of the characters that are dead, a couple of the actors that are dead, they found a way to fucking throw them in there.
Okay.
So it was cool for what it was. So speaking of races, it was kind of weird. A Twitter site reported that casting was underway for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and that they're looking for a white Zac Efron type for Adam Warlock.
White Zac Efron type?
Yes. So I guess the site was called, I don't want to, you know what? I'm not going to give the site any notoriety, but it rhymes with Illuminati. But James Gunn, the director of the new Suicide Squad movies coming out and the last 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies, went on Twitter and replied to these guys and was like, he shot it right down. He was like, first off, casting's not underway for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He goes, and on top of that, where'd you get your news that I'm gonna cast a white Zac Efron type? Now I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
He was like, first off, Adam Warlock is gold skinned.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to cast a Zac Efron type, why wouldn't I ask Zac Efron?
Exactly.
So it was funny. And then they came back and they said some shit about, you know, our sources are corroborated and blah, 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 and this, that.
He's the fucking director of the movie.
But if you say it's true, it must be true. And then he fired back. He was like, nothing's corroborated. He was like, change your story. That was fucking awesome. I fucking love James Gunn because he's like, you know, when people bullshit, he calls you out on your bullshit.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. He's like, why would I go look for a white person to cast as a gold skinned person?
But yeah.
They're gold skinned. You can cast anybody.
And not to mention, Zac Efron's like his star has diminished a bit.
A little bit.
He's not what he was 3-4 years ago.
Well, that's only because, I mean, his star was rising. And then, I mean, I don't know, man. Last year was when he came out with that documentary on fucking, where he had the scruffy beard and all the bitches were like, ooh, gush. Zac Efron with a beard. And then he did that movie, that TV movie or the Netflix movie about Ted Bundy.
Yes.
So the one with the really long title. I don't know what it's called because
I can't remember, but I watched it. It was a pretty decent movie.
Was it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, and just looking, it was funny too because when I heard that they cast him as Ted Bundy, I was like, he doesn't even look like Ted Bundy. This movie, he looks like Ted Bundy. Like you put a fucking Ted Bundy's picture next to Zac Efron.
I know.
He looks like Ted Bundy.
Because that movie came out, Brittany and I watched the documentary first.
Yeah.
Because there's something on Netflix, tapes of Ted Bundy, some shit like that.
Yeah.
So we watched that.
Yeah.
Then we watched the movie. And I'm like, oh, and a lot of the things from the documentary are in the movie.
Oh, no shit.
Like the part when they're arresting him and he starts asking the camera, he's like, I need a lawyer. These people are trying to fucking like frame me. They want me to sign this saying I'm guilty and I'm not. Like a lot of the shit that happened in real life.
Called like the Ted Bundy tapes or something
Ted
like that?
Bundy tapes, yes.
Yeah. All right. Huh. Well,
It was a really good one.
So Zac Efron, I guess,
Is not going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Maybe now that your name was thrown out there, maybe. Wouldn't that be funny?
Wasn't he the first one that they started rumors about when they started first talking about Adam Warlock?
Yeah.
The fan casting, a lot of people were fan casting him.
Yes. Although now, I mean, why would they? I mean, there was a cool Easter egg at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what are they going to do with Adam Warlock now? I mean, yeah, they're doing more cosmic Marvel shit.
But now that the Eternals coming out, bro, it's like...
Well, the Eternals, I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right. But Adam Warlock was like he was the one that ended up fucking beating Thanos for the Infinity Gauntlet in the original Infinity Gauntlet graphic novel in the series.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't see much purpose for Adam Warlock now. I don't know. That's just me. Like, for me, all I know of Adam Warlock...
Wasn't there a time that Adam Warlock and Doctor Strange were kind of going at each other?
So and there was a point too where Adam Warlock had the Infinity Stones, and then he put together a group of heroes.
But Drax was part of it too.
Yeah,
Drax swallowed it.
Yes, a group of heroes. I forgot. I don't know if it was called the Infinity Watch or some shit like that. But yeah, like that's all I relate Adam Warlock to is shit that has to do with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yep.
But that storyline is done. It was done with Endgame. So. I don't see any need for Adam Warlock now.
I still think they can work him in somewhere.
We'll
it would
see.
be a nice thing to see.
All right. Well, potato. Also, let's see. What did I say? George St. Pierre has an accent. Disney Plus has officially surpassed 100 million subscribers.
That is ridiculous.
100 million subscribers.
That is ridiculous.
We need to start a streaming app
of porn
because I don't give a fuck, man. Are you kidding me? I'll do a fucking. We're gonna start a streaming site for old 80s commercials. Yes,
that's what we're gonna do.
We'll do some bullshit. Listen, one of the programs is 10-minute snippets of me doing this. That's it. For 10 minutes.
Just twerking?
For 10 minutes.
That's your version of twerking?
This will be 10 minutes, and then the other one will be this 10 minutes. I'm telling you. And even if we get 10 subscribers, we'll be making some money. So 100 million subscribers?
That's crazy. But if you think about it, out of all the streaming services, they're kicking ass, bro.
They're whooping everybody's ass.
Kicking ass.
They're whooping everybody's ass.
It's because of the level of things that they're bringing.
Yeah.
Like somebody posted, I think it was Joe who had posted it on Facebook and I was watching it.
I was just about to talk about that.
With Netflix, you get some things, but most of the shit on there, I don't even know what the fuck it is.
You're going through shit that all these Netflix originals and all this stuff. And
he's like, where the
you're
fuck
fucking
is
going.
this?
It takes me 2 hours to find something to watch.
Yes.
Yes.
Then you got Prime.
That has some cool shit.
You can watch this, but if you want to see this latest thing, you gotta rent it.
Yeah.
And then you got Disney that's like, hey, we're going to give you all the shit you grew up on.
For your this one monthly rate.
Yeah, for one monthly rate, plus this shit. And if you choose, you can upgrade and watch this, or just wait 2 months and we'll add it in anyway.
Yeah, you can watch Mulan for $30, or you could wait 2 months and watch it for free.
Yeah. Like, bro.
Disney is killing the game. And you got a lot of people out there that are like anti-Disney and,
Like who?
No.
You're not gonna.
He's turned to Howard Hughes, so let's not. He's actually he's actually coming back to normal now. So let's leave it that way because I don't want anybody going on another rant about Disney. So listen, Disney's killing it. The way I see it is okay. Yeah. Maybe they don't care about their workers. Yeah. Maybe maybe they crush souls. Yeah.
But they're entertaining.
But they're entertaining. That's my point. They're giving me what I like. They're entertaining me. Give a shit. I don't give a shit. Are you kidding me? You give me shit I grew up on. You give me Aladdin. You give me original Aladdin that I loved, and then you give me live action Aladdin. I mean Will Smith, but still, come on, man. You give it no. You know what? I love Disney, and I think it's because I have a special place in my heart with Disney because I've been a diehard Disney fan since I was a kid.
I had no choice but to be a diehard Disney fan.
What do you mean?
My mom was, again, because of course Disney was when they were in its epic, you know, Disney was the shit when my mom was, you know, growing up and coming up and shit like that. So anytime a movie came out the vault and went into the theaters, she dragged our asses to the theaters to watch. Like, I remember seeing Bambi in the theaters, Snow White in the theaters.
I envy you.
Like, all these re-releases that they put in the theaters, my mom would drag us to the theaters to watch.
Yeah.
And then, of course, every time Disney released something on, it's coming out of the vault, my mom would buy it. Like, there are movies that are worth tons of money on VHS that my mom probably has and doesn't even know about it.
I've got 4 of them.
Because she would buy every Disney, when it was released from the vault, buy it now before it goes into the vault forever.
Yeah, man.
My mom would run and fucking buy it.
Hell yeah.
So,
and they do it now on Disney Plus too.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, out of the vault. And then going back in the vault.
Yep.
So I love Disney.
Yeah, man.
You know, and it was funny because it was a little different for me, even though we were poor, like my parents like tried, you know, both working class, you know, immigrants. And, you know, my mom worked at a supermarket most of her life, pretty much all of her life. My dad, he started work at an art supply store in Greenwich Village. Then from that, he got a taxi and he drove cab for many, many years. I still know his tag number, 5D84.
Damn.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? He was a yellow cab for years, owned his own cab. Then after a while, he sold the cab, and a friend of the family was like a doorman for one of those rich buildings in like Madison Avenue or whatever.
Ooh.
And he ended up going there, and he ended up working there till retirement.
You make some money though there sometimes.
He was making some. He was doing some shit, man. He was like the doorman, the maintenance guy. He was doing all sorts of shit.
Yeah, man.
He was that dude. He was like, "Hey, what's up, Angel? What's up, sir?" Like, like crazy. And you know, people would fucking tip him on.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit, like nuts,
yeah,
nuts. So my dad's like done it all. But you know, with Disney is, you know, I remember we used to take a trip. There was a time for like a good like 7, 8, 9 years that we would take a vacation every summer for 2 weeks. First week, Orlando for Disney. Second week, Miami. And just dealing with the Cubans and everything out there and the family and everybody out there.
Is that from the picture when you're embracing your culture with the hula with the
First off, fucker, that's Hawaii. I wasn't embracing any fucking culture. I was learning how to hula.
The proof is in the pudding.
Fuck that.
It's in the pudding, man.
Fuck that. You know what? I was rocking oh my God, I forgot what it's called. A fanny pack.
Hey, you were.
Not a grass skirt, you motherfucker.
Didn't you have a grass skirt?
No, I didn't have a grass skirt.
What did you have on?
My brother and I were dressed alike. All right. Why you got to bring up this fucking old shit? We already went through like childhood traumas last episode, didn't we? Like, no, I wasn't wearing a grass. Fuck man, you're making me angry. You know what? I'm gonna show right now. It's if you guys go on the Geeks That Lift Instagram page, I think it's on the Instagram page, right?
Yeah.
I know it's on my personal page. I'm gonna show you guys the picture that you know, the Dick Rican over here was alluding to and was talking about, because you know, even though it's pretty funny.
When I saw that picture though, it was like, ah.
Yeah, I know. Ever since perpetuating the whole, you know, thing that I'm Samoan, even though I'm not Samoan. Although the thing that this picture did, there it is my brother and I are 4 years apart.
Yeah.
Okay. We're fucking 4 years apart. He's 4 years younger than me. Okay. My mom used to dress us like we were fucking twins.
I think all parents did that shit, man.
Did they?
My mom, me and my brother only a year apart. But my mom fucking, literally we'll have the same coat, same pants, same shoes. Everything is the same. Did you play with the fire and shit like that afterwards?
I did not play with the fire. I just learned how to hula. That's it. So, yeah.
Dig into the ground and roast the pig.
Look at that. Look at how good that looks. But yeah, so my mom, so you said dress my brother and I like we were twins, like all the time.
Bro, it was a thing that
maybe it's a way to save money.
I don't know.
I don't understand. But, you know, maybe it was thank God that we have individual personalities, that we're both polar opposites, because my mom dressed us like we were exactly the same. That was bullshit. All right, so I got a couple other so the Snyder Cut got leaked.
Didn't they accidentally load it with Tom and Jerry?
Yes. A couple days ago, I guess on HBO Max, a few people noticed that when they wanted to play Tom and Jerry, the new Tom and Jerry movie on HBO Max, they hit play and all of a sudden the Snyder Cut started playing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what? So I heard about it. I went right to HBO Max to watch it.
Me too. Yeah.
They fixed the glitch.
Yeah, I know.
I was so pissed. I was so pissed off. But yeah, that's okay.
Well,
we got 1 week.
Yeah,
one week until the Snyder Cut comes out. All right. You made mention something about cancel culture.
Yes.
Okay. So real quick, cancel stuff. Which this I kind of understand and I get. I guess a few images came out for the new Space Jam movie, Space Jam 2. And we got to see Bugs Bunny. We got to see LeBron. We got to see Lola Bunny and a couple other characters. Supposedly, I guess in the movie, a lot of WB characters are going to be making cameos in the movie.
Yes.
And there's a picture with Bugs Bunny in the background. I guess they're playing a game, and in the background, they have all the spectators, but they're all out of focus. But people have been spotting certain characters. Like there's an Amazon in there from the mascara. There's somebody spotted Jack Nicholson's Joker from Batman 89. Like people are finding little thing. The Penguin from Batman 66 is in there.
Okay.
Like there's a bunch of cameos in there. And I guess there's gonna be cameos from Stephen King's It, Mad Max, like all these characters, which I like the first movie.
Yeah.
I like Space Jam. But one character that we will not be seeing in Space Jam is the much beloved when I was a kid. Now thinking back, I'm like, holy shit. Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew
has been canceled by WB.
The touchy-feely skunk.
The touchy-feely skunk that liked to sexually harass cats.
Yeah.
See, if he would have stuck with fucking dudes like I did,
it would have been fine. It would have been
fine. He would have been in the movie. He would have been in Space Jam 2 and beyond. But yeah, I guess they got rid of him. There was a scene, I guess, where Pepe Le Pew was going to be a bartender, and then he was going to hit on a female character cartoon. He was like going to try to kiss her arm and stuff. And then LeBron was going to go up to him and be like, you don't touch women if they don't want to, or some shit like that. He was going to get reprimanded, but I guess he's gone. He is gone. They took him out of the movie, and WB made a statement that Pepe Le Pew will not be showing up in any future WB productions at all. I kind of get that.
Yeah.
I understand that. I get it, because
in today's society,
watching fucking Pepe Le Pew cartoons, like
he was damn near rapey.
He was rapey.
Yeah.
He was 100% rapey.
Yeah.
So, all right. I get it. I get it. On top of that, I forgot the name of I think Malcolm D. Lee is the director of Space Jam 2. He also changed up Lola Bunny's look.
Yes, now she's in baggy clothes.
Now she's in baggy clothes. She doesn't have boobs anymore. She doesn't have a crop top. As a matter of fact, in one of the images from the movie, there's a scene of her high-fiving LeBron, and she's even wearing like LeBron's sleeve that he uses, which I don't know if that's for functional purposes or is it to cover up his tattoos, or I don't know what it's for. But you know, so we won't be seeing a sexy Lola Bunny. I guess he said, Malcolm D. Lee said it. This movie's for kids. We're going to make it for kids. Don't understand why they sexualized Lola Bunny in the first one, but we're not doing that with this one. You know what? I agree. I'm all for it. Some people are like, come on, that's not our Lola Bunny. Come on, stop it. You want to fuck a cartoon bunny? Jessica Rabbit? Yeah. That's a different story.
Jessica Rabbit, if they do that remake, she'll look like she'll be wearing like fucking sweatpants.
She'll look like olive oil. Yep. All right, so last piece of news that I have, I am super excited about this. So Universal dropped the news that Rob Zombie is going to be directing a reboot of the Munsters. He's going to be making a movie about the Munsters. Now, anybody that knows Rob Zombie or is a fan of Rob Zombie knows Rob Zombie is a huge horror fanatic. He is a huge Munsters super fan.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm excited about it. Cautiously excited about it.
I don't think it's going to be the same Munsters you watched on TV.
Because rumor has it that he's already cast his wife. Sherry Moon Zombie as Lily Munster, which I don't know how to take that. I don't think she's a good actress at all. And the fucking nepotism, man. I get it. I get she's your wife. I get that you want to spread the wealth and you want to fucking put her in your movies. Put her in your movies, but why are you making her a fucking star, a starring role in damn near almost all his movies?
Yes.
Like, okay, I get it. I liked her as Baby Firefly in, the Devil's Rejects movies, the trilogy, House of Thousand Corpses, Devil Rejects, and 3 from Hell. But that's it. That's it. I didn't like her as Michael Myers' fucking mother in the 2 Halloween movies. I don't know. I don't like Witches of Salem, like that movie that he made. She was the star of that. Like, just everything. Like, she started in his videos and shit. Okay, that's fine. But come on, man. Come on. She was a lead actress in 31. Like, it just like, I get it.
I think in his mind, it's like, well, it's one less thing he has to cast, one less worry.
Yeah, she'd be like, you better put me in this movie. You ain't gonna get no ass.
Well, she better have some awesome ass because damn.
She better have some awesome ass. Because
I better be some fucking.
Was it Rob Zombie? You know how much smelly ass he must be getting? Mind you, I love Rob Zombie.
Why
you know I'm
smelly ass? Why is it smelly ass though?
He has dreads and shit, and he always looks dirty. And his movies, it's always like right trash chic.
So that's what he goes after.
Fucking wife beaters and dirt and cowboy hats, and
we're gonna lose any Caucasian viewers we have right now.
Maybe that's okay, but I love Rob Zombie though. I mean, you know, I'm probably the biggest Rob Zombie fan. You know,
you better stop talking that. You're gonna get canceled soon, motherfucker.
No, I'm not gonna get canceled. Who am I gonna get canceled by? Sherry Moon Zombie? Go ahead. All right, well, that's it. That's all the news I got.
But I say, and I know that, but dude, get back to this because I grew up on the Monsters. I fucking love the Monsters.
Fred Gwynn is Herman Munster.
I love the Monsters, man. It was such a fucking funny show.
Yeah.
But what I got a feeling Rob Zombie is going to take it in a different direction.
I don't know, and that's the thing. I don't know. Like I loved his Halloween. I hated his Halloween too.
Yeah, part one was good and bad. Like you said, they really humanized Michael Myers, but it was good to see more of the backstory.
Yes.
It was good. Part 2, once I saw how Michael Myers looked with dreads and shit, like Rastafari Michael Myers.
He looked like a big Rob Zombie.
I'm like, nah, I can't deal.
It was just part 2 just went on a fucking, it just went, I don't know.
It fell off the rails.
Like I was like, what? What was with fucking Sherry Moon Zombie with the white horse? And Lori ended up turning fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And like, I don't, then she killed Michael Myers at the end. And I don't know. Like I didn't dig it. I didn't dig it at all. I'm going to have to watch it again because my co-host of His and Hers Horror, which is a new horror podcast I should be dropping soon.
Check it out.
Yes. I'm going to have to turn around to those movies.
Yeah.
Because she liked the first Halloween. She loved the first Halloween. I have yet to show her Halloween 2.
That's when she's going to be like, fuck.
No, I liked Halloween 2 in the hospital.
Oh, you mean the original?
Yeah, the original.
Oh, okay.
The original.
Yes,
the original Halloween. She already saw the original Halloween.
Part 1, part 2.
And loved it.
Part 4.
Part 3.
Part 5.
Part 3.
Part 3. We're just going to keep going.
Part 3. God damn it. You know what? We're going to have you on His and Hers Horror, and then we'll discuss part 3. All right. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how I'm, like I said, I'm cautiously excited about about this.
I'll wait. I'm going to take it with a wait and see.
Yeah.
type
So
scenario.
we'll see. You know, maybe he might take the comedic route, just like it has to be a comedy. It has to be a comedy.
Maybe like
because
a dark
if he makes it
comedy.
like a dark,
I think probably like a dark comedy.
Riverdale-ish type. I don't know. I don't know.
It's Rob Zombie, man. His mind is pretty fucked.
I just don't want that fucking trailer trash aesthetic. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. That's all we got. I'm like, we'll wait till next week. There's another piece of news that I forgot. But I posted it on our Twitter. So there you go. So what'd you guys think of everything that we talked about? Did you guys likes? Did you guys didn't like? Well, if you didn't like, too bad.
We don't give a shit.
But if you likes, let us know. You can actually reach us at geeksthatlift@gmail.com. I know. I fucked it up. Thanks for pointing it out.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for pointing it out. It's a beautiful sucker.
You almost make it through every podcast, bro.
Almost, but that's okay. So you can reach us at geeksthatlift@gmail.com. Also, on top of that, we're on all the social media platforms. We're on
Facebook
and
Instagram
and
Twitter.
That's right. And actually on Twitter, we've been pretty active on Twitter lately. So go on there. You can look them all up at Geeks That Lift, under Geeks That Lift. Just search bar Geeks That Lift. On top of that,
see us.
Yeah. Actually, the banner is, me making a face talking about something like this, and then the freaking Rican looking at me like this. So that's how you know it's us. But that's about it. Also, on top of that, all the polished episodes edited for her pleasure. Edited for her pleasure are on YouTube. We need you guys to go on YouTube, man. We appreciate all the views and all the comments and everything that we get on the Facebooks, but we need the YouTube too.
You got to understand, we do the Facebook for you.
Yes.
You guys get to see the uncut, raw version before it gets edited.
Yes. Actually.
But you need to go to the YouTube.
To see the finished product.
You got to go to the Beefmaster Network.
Yes.
And you got to check us out there.
Yes.
And then you got to tell your friends about us.
Yes.
And once you tell your friends, you got to make sure they tell their friends.
Yes.
And then you go tell your family about us.
Yes.
Then you go knock on the neighbor where you borrow some sugar from, and you tell them about us.
Yes.
Okay?
Then you go to the milkman when he delivers your milk, and you tell him about us.
Even if the milkman's delivering the milk to your wife, have your wife tell him about us. As I was saying that.
Delivering that man milk. So, all right, go on YouTube, go on the Beefmaster Network channel, get on there. You can watch all of our older episodes. We've got like 76
We've got so
episodes.
Much, man. We got episodes there that don't even have the fucking visual, the audio. It's
That's
just
right. It's
talking.
just audio.
This audio
with
man.
Our logo just going.
I know.
Yes,
so
yes.
Go back and there's some gems in there, man.
There's some shit back
gems,
there.
bro.
Like you can check when we first started doing the video, and you can see how we've evolved.
Yes.
Or devolved, depending on who you are.
Yes.
Depending on your opinion. But yeah, get on there. Go on there, like, comment, share, subscribe. And then once you subscribe, you hit that bell. Because once you hit that bell, you're going to hear, and you know what that means? A new episode of Geeks That Lift is ready for your ass.
It's ready for your ass.
That's right. So that's it. That's all we got. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. For the Geeks That Lift, I'm Coco Nut, followed by
The freaking Rican.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.
Peace.